Hi, this is John Alex. Welcome to the first match in our league run with 4-color Delver. On the draw this time. I think I'm going to keep this even though it's a little bit risky, but I like the double wasteland. We have 2 lands. Unfortunately we can't cast the lightning bolt. It would be a snap keep if we could. But I think this hand has enough upside to be kept. I'm not sure what our opponent might be playing. Okay, Tropical Ponder might be Grixis Delver, Team America or Canadian Threshold, or Rock Delver if you will, which I hope you will not. Unless there's no Nimble Mongoose. I think if the deck doesn't run Nimble Mongoose it shouldn't be labeled Canadian Threshold, but that's just me. And I'm not actually sure if I should play this Delver. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do so. I notably wouldn't if I thought this were some kind of combo deck, and maybe if it would have been correct to just wasteland here. Okay, swords, fair enough. And here I'm just gonna go start wastelanding my opponent. Gonna take the green source, which is fortunately also the blue source, which cuts them off of mana creatures and cantrips. Okay, so they have a basic island. I think I'm gonna let this Stormforged Mystic resolve, because I have the Scalding Tower now to get a red source for the lightning bolt. I guess playing the Delver didn't work out too well here. If I waited another turn or two, I probably could have also gotten the Scrubland with my wasteland, and then they wouldn't have been able to cast Swords of Plowshares. And there's main phase Brainstorm, which I'm perfectly fine with. I would have rather dazed the Stormforged Mystic, but then I wouldn't have been able to. Okay, this is Deathblade Shaman, that's annoying. And this is why I would have rather dazed the Mystic. Okay, drawing another land here is... this is not going too well. I think I'm supposed to waste the Scrubland here, but I'm really not too happy about it because I have to let the Deathblade Shaman live. But playing another land really doesn't do me any good. And this way, at least if my opponent plays a Jace, I can daze that. But overall, I don't think this game's going too well. And here, I guess it's GTA. True name. Okay, we have to force that. If our opponent has forced themselves, we're in trouble. Fortunately, we could pay for Spell Pierce. Okay, there's another force pitching Jace. And I think we're pretty much dead here. We don't have anything to deal with the GTA. Okay, Ponder. I guess it doesn't really matter which land we tap here. So if we draw the bolt here, our opponent needs to draw land to be able to attach GTA next turn. If we draw the Knight's Whisper, we draw a bolt and an Underground Sea. I think I want the Lightning Bolt here, as great as it is to draw some extra cards. We need to deal with the Deathrite either way, and drawing the Underground Sea is not the greatest thing. Unless we draw a Brainstorm, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead, draw the Lightning Bolt, and shuffle away the Knight's Whisper, which I admittedly would rather not do. So I guess there's the reason to not tap the Volcanic Island. But On the other hand, had this been Abrupt Decay, we would have been in the better position by keeping the Underground Sea up. So I guess this game is technically not over yet, but it's not looking great. Especially if they manage to attack with GTA equipped next turn. Which I just presume is going to be the last card. Okay, there's a land, that's annoying. That is really unfortunate. We need to find Abrupt Decay soon. And there's a creature that would just die to GTA, so let's not play it. Also, our opponent doesn't know we have green cards in our deck. Another true name. Okay, that's quite annoying. 2 turn clock. And does this do anything? It actually does. If we Snapcaster Ponder into Abrupt Decay here, we're in a decent position. Just make sure to not let our opponent know we have green cards in the deck before we cast the Snapcaster Mage, or rather before we cast the Ponder. This game definitely didn't work out so well. Drew too many lands in the beginning, and okay, this is shuffle. Yes, I'm with it. Okay, that was unfortunate, but I don't really think there was anything we could have done. We could have dazed the Stormforged Mystic and then lightly bolted the Deathblade Shaman. Yeah, that was not too happy about it. So bringing Diabolic Edict here is something that people would do who have the inclination to always bring cards to combat what they actually lost to, but I think, which in general is a bad thing to do, but in this instance I think True Name Nemesis is just a big part of their aggression. True Name Nemesis is one of the more annoying cards, so we definitely do want Diabolic Edict. We also on Pyroblast because we saw Jace. I'm not sure if we want any additional removal otherwise, because we already have 4 Lightning Bolts and 3 Abrupt Decays, and also the Snapcaster Mages to deal with. Stormforged Mystics and Deathrites maybe push slightly better than Decay when it comes to dealing with creatures, but Decay is pretty good at destroying equipment. We do want the Colligan's Command, I think. And we're at 65 cards, which is quite a lot. I don't actually like Delve of Secrets in this matchup, but I don't think we can afford to board them out. There's a lot of matchups I don't like Delver in, to be honest, and that's the main reason I cut them from the deck. As I've talked about in the deck tag, I have a Delverless list for this deck, which I actually think is a little bit better, but maybe Daze is a card we want to cut. I don't think we want to cut too many copies of Thoughtseize. Maybe 1. Maybe Force of Will. I think I'm gonna go with this. It might turn out to be really bad, but we'll see. My computer already not being able to handle recording. That's quite worrisome. Yes, I would like to play first. This is a decent hand, it's not amazing, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna go ahead and fetch, I think, Tropical Island here, because then we only need Badlands to be able to have all colors, but Badlands is also not great when your opponent potentially has Wastelands, which I don't think my opponent should be, but let's just hope they have, okay, they won't have non-basics here. Likely plain swords. Okay. Their own Deathrite. That's something I can live with. Drawing another tropical is not the greatest. I'm wondering if I should just fire off the Brainstorm here. I think I want to. That was a good Brainstorm for sure. I'm gonna shuffle away one of the Wastelands and the Tropicals. The Tropical. And then eat my opponent's land. Green. And actually go ahead and fetch the Badlands here. And if our opponent doesn't follow up with all basics here, which it seems they will, unfortunately. Okay, another Deathrite. That was a good draw. They might counter this, and if they do, okay, they don't. It's unfortunate that we can't drain with the Deathrite here, but you can't always have everything. We can gain 2 life next turn, which is also not the worst. And now our opponent is gonna have 3 basics to our 2 Wastelands, which is really bad. At least we have the Snapcaster Mage and Abrupt Decay, so it's not like we're low on business. And I'm gonna play a Wasteland as an actual land drop here next turn. I think people are way too aggressive with their Wastelands in general. And also during the days, Wasteland can sometimes do work where you Wasteland their fetchland when they have a spell on the stack, and when they activate the fetchland you respawn stays their spell. This does come up, not quite often because people tend to be able to play around it. Okay, so they don't shuffle after the Brainstorm, which is interesting. Now they get a second island, which is just annoying. And true name. Yep, nothing we can do. Ponder, yeah, we want to fire this off. Huh. I do like the Ponder. I don't like the second days. I don't like the Wasteland, so I'm gonna shuffle. And draw a 3rd Wasteland, great. No reason to play it. We need to draw like a Brainstorm. Diabolic Edict would also not be terrible. Sure, you can have this Ponder. Our opponent actually is in a pretty good position if they kill this Deathrite Charm. Okay, Ponder, did they shuffle? Okay. Ponder not shuffle into Brainstorm usually feels like you're wasting your Brainstorm. I mean, there are definitely reasons to do it, but okay, that's pretty sweet that we get to Daze a spell. Might be bait, maybe they have Jace, but keeping the Daze for Jace is not the most reliable way to win this. And actually thinking I'm gonna play Snapcaster Mage here. Just bolt to the face. Puts our opponent to 10. Then we have Deathrite Shaman still, and also the Snapcaster Mage. Okay, another land, not the greatest thing. Just attack with the Snapcaster Mage. Not a true name. Fair enough, or maybe not fair. We need to draw some real spells here. That would be these. Maybe an Edict. Marsh Casualties would be really good here, but we don't have that in our deck. Okay, this is really annoying. This is extremely annoying. Now we need to draw a creature. Night's Whisper, okay, I can live with that. That's a good one. Thoughtseize. Yeah, let's just do everything here. Huh. Do we want to do everything? If we Thoughtseize, we're dead-ish. But our opponent's also on 8. That is risky. I'm not going to draw the Brainstorm because I want to be able to play it next turn. I don't really want to do anything here. If we don't attack with if our opponent doesn't attack with the true name, that's pretty good for us. They might actually not want to because of the Snapcaster Mage and their life total being low. Okay, so they have another creature, I guess. Now we can't play the Thoughtseize, and we also can't fetch, which is quite annoying. Not the greatest position, honestly. Oh. Okay. This is a bunch of cards that don't do anything really. Let's see what happens here. Swords of Plowshares would be good for us. They have their own Snapcaster Mage, and I think this actually just means we're dead. Is there anything we can do? I don't think there is. We can't deal with the Snapcaster Mage, and they likely don't even want to block. I mean, let's see what they want to do with it, but I'm pretty sure we're just dead. Double true name was too good. Okay, so their swords, the Snapcaster. Maybe we're okay. I don't think it was correct for them to swords it. I think they should have targeted the Brainstorm and blocked. And now we have to gain life on our upkeep to be able to fetch. The tropical. Okay. Guess we're dead. Games to opponent, and see you tomorrow for a new match in the Weekly Wars. Take care.